Okay, I'm live. I'm solo tonight for the first episode of Friday Night Whites recap. I'm solo, so I need your help. We're gonna react to what the Whites are doing on YouTube this week. How they stay angry. Hopefully someone will join us down the line. We're also going to cover movie topics. It's not all going to be about the Whites. Sorry I'm late. I appreciate the support. I see everyone in the chat. I also was trying to figure out how to do this recap show. I'll tell you what, I was trying to watch a little bit of the actual live stream and I was bored. So I'm just gonna possibly do reactions and give an overall, what the Whites are up to for this week, what they're trying to do, what spin they're trying to make, what war they're trying to create for clicks. So I'll get to the chat. Yeah, it's Friday Night Whites plus Movie Madness live because I got to have a little bit of fun. Just the Whites only gets a little boring. Eric, JR, Maldonado Herrera, and still bringing up Nerdrotic and Geeks and Gamers. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, because they're making it hell for movie fans. And they're only here for one reason, and they're fake news. They don't, they just want to create something out of nothing to profit off of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the hate. A lot of, some may say, okay, you're starting to see all the Shang-Chi thumbnails of Simu Liu crying and stuff from all the Whites, the usual suspects on YouTube. That's promoting and benefiting off of Asian hate. It is. It really is. We want to see them crying. Oh, we're just laughing at what they said. Okay. And then everyone wants them to lose their movie, and Marvel's going garbage and woke and trash fire in the comment section of those videos. It just, that doesn't profit off. We know what it is. We know what it is. These are dog whistles, and these images are very clickable for actual haters. Real hate. Real hate. That's where the money comes from. Okay? Lewis Cox, and get your comments in here. Lewis Cox. Oh boy, I might sit this out because, sleep. God, Max, you're awesome. Okay, Lewis, I miss you, man. I miss you. Oh, I got to get to the members. You members are the reason this show exists. This show was kind of my idea, but I am not going to just do this show. I'm going to do Movie Madness as well. I wanted to show the members list because I do appreciate the support. Here's the executive producers of MME: Rhea, Taylor, Relapse, Nick Hammond, and Aaron World Order. And then I gotta make another image because I'm getting a lot of members here. I appreciate the support. Brian, Master of Madness, Hans, Resident Justice, Zeverfet, Rel McMillan, Blinded Braille, Sean A, Saggy, Agzino, Obi-Wan, Taz Trace, and the Retro Bro. So I appreciate the support. That's all the shilling I'll do for the beginning here. We have the most amazing reaction I've ever seen because I'm like, I wasn't even expecting the spin on this video. But if you're, you have to make it about politics regardless. That is the white way, the Friday Night Whites, the group of YouTubers that profit off of injecting as much political bullshit into movie talk as anyone. This is the white way by finding a way to spin it towards a narrative of politics. Every single topic. I am amazed at the gymnastics that Jeremy pulled to pull this one. I was completely shocked when I watched this. I watched this video ahead of time, and I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe you went there. You have to see this bullshit. That's why he made the thumbnail. The weakest link of the Whites is Jeremy. Oh my God, WTF. And then Cameron Pasha's there. This is the sources of the Midnight's bullshit. Okay. All right. Let me get to the chat here. Movie beta males and entertainment. Why? Because we actually like. Okay. Explain yourself, Eric. Because we actually like movie content and we want it to be good, and we don't just complain about women and diversity and diversities and story and representation and people being hired for a job. It's because we don't complain about other people's what we don't do the opposite end of identity politics and just complain about who they are and what they believe. No, you're projecting. Okay, and I'm this is enough. I'm going to give it this troll. Okay, X-Ray Girl wasn't in stream because she's the producer. Okay, yeah, she's making money. I know why she's there. Because we know that you're a beta male and scared of geeks and gamers and nerd and common sense. No, this is common sense. Aaron Tongue, get serious. I am serious. Darth Scipio says it's funny. Friday Night Whites today, and Gary had Young Ripa on his stream. Yeah, I saw that. I said they're mostly whites, remember? I said they're mostly. Aaron Tongue, I love it when he says tokenism. Okay. Let me catch up with the chat, and then we'll do the first reaction. Then we might have some room for some movie topics, too. Ag Zeno. Hey, Zeno. Hey, Max. All right. Darth Scipio. EVS and Doomcock are live. Are you serious? At the same time? You mean there's... No, they're not on at the same time. Doomcock's not on EVS, is he? I got to check that out. Okay. All right. You forgive it? Okay. No one's joining me tonight. I'm sad. Okay, what's that have to do with anything? It doesn't mean he can't be prejudiced. His favorite movie's Big Trouble in Little China, so he can't be prejudiced. Are you serious? Okay, just because he watches that movie. That makes no sense. Oh, Doris Scipio. I joined the club, Max, as I was banned by Odin for calling their bullshit. Oh, really? I appreciate that. Shiny 311. Yo, just showing support. Been a fan for a while. I appreciate that, Shiny. I really do appreciate the support. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate it. Blinded Bro. What's up? What's up? Salty. I think that's your favorite emoji. Salty. Roosevelt. Okay, here's Nick from Echo Base. Hail, Gary and Jeremy and the Friday Nights crew. Young Ripa was on tonight. Yes, I know. I said they're mostly white. I said I knew I would get this. I knew I would get this, Nick. I said they're mostly white. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I know you're joking. This is the other thing. This is the other thing the whites love to do. No offense, Nick. Is use sarcasm. You don't get absolution by association. You don't get absolved from your nastiness. I know. I also know from watching not a lot of Young Ripa's content, that he agrees with some of their points. That's a tricky subject. I don't know how. I'm not going to cover that tonight. I'll have to do research on how to approach that one. No, it's not. It's prejudice. I don't want to use that word though, Nick. And I do appreciate the support, man. I don't use the ism word. I say prejudice. People can be extremely prejudiced and extremely toxic. And that's where I've always kept my criticism, saying they're prejudiced. You're okay to be a minority and be associated with them, but the moment you're for social justice or want social justice or share life experience where you haven't been treated equally, then you're a social justice warrior and treated like shit. I don't think that's fair at all. I think it's disgusting. Someone that says that they've been impacted by it, you automatically assume across the board that they're for social justice, so they're a weirdo, and that's coded for the other groups out there. It's okay to say the weirdo, and hate on them because they want representation. I am so sick of white dudes on the internet mocking people that say they want representation. You entitled bastards. But thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. But no, I don't go as far as to call them actual Aussies. I never have. Yeah, what's up, Nick? Appreciate the support. Anna, I don't know what, I haven't paid attention to Anna except when she was trying to say Captain Carter, you know, her head is on a male body. I didn't, you know, I didn't check that out. Hale, okay. You'll join me tonight. Okay. I'll send you a link. Sure. All right. Hold on a second. Yeah, if people want to see Nick, no problem. All right. Let me give a link to Nick. Now, yeah, now it's now we're hitting all whites on my show. Okay. No offense, Nick. All right, let me see here. It's been a while since I sent you a link, so I'll have to go back. Bear with me, guys. Echo base. All right. Okay. I'm sending you the link. All right. There you go. All right. So hopefully Nick can join. That should be an interesting conversation, especially since we're going to watch a Jeremy video. All right. Sweet and Anna does not compute. Fair enough. Fair enough. Eric, all these YouTube grifters are pushing a narrative too, making something out of nothing. There's nothing there. There's just a reason to hate on another property, hate on hardworking professionals in the industry. Yes, there are extreme cases. They're extremely hyperbolic and make mountains out of molehills for nothing. Daniel Villarreal, the Simu Liu thing he said was a bad take. The guy's pretty much our age and say to Jackie Chan. He didn't say, I'm not sure what you're saying here. Say Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Bruce Lee were not inspirational is a bad take. I didn't hear that. I'll have to look into that. Thank you for the heads up, Daniel Villarreal. I like Simu Liu, but I haven't heard that yet. All right. Oh, hey, Sean A. Okay. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean he has bad takes himself. He's very anti SJW to the point where he my personal opinion is I believe he is a little bit hyperbolic in making stuff out of nothing as well. But I don't watch enough of his content to give a fair criticism of him. But yes, I said mostly whites because I knew this was going to come up, Echo Base. I knew this was going to come up. Well, look, it was on this week's episode. No, hey Sean, no, Echo Base isn't hating. I appreciate also that you've joined the membership, Sean. Actually, I could send you an invite as well if you'd like. Let me get. We're having episode 1's not going the greatest because I have no other panel here. All right, so I'll send you a link as well, Sean, if you'd like, if you're not busy. I'm not shilling for Hollywood. I blinded. Thank you, Blinded Braille. I am only going to criticize. I don't believe their criticism comes from a genuine place. And if you say shill, okay, let's get Eric's comments on the shill. You can shill for hater viewers and clicks, and just try to pull from a narrative, spin everything in that direction for funds. And I think it's 100% proven that they've done this. This stuff is not organic. If you think John Campy is bad, Eric, do you think Collider's bad? What are they doing now? They are 10 times worse. I actually think we need to get to the first video reaction because I want you guys to see what I'm talking about. Are you talking to me, Brian? Because I'm not throwing sugar their way. he does play it safe, but you know, considering the alternative, I started following these fools because I wanted an alternative to kissing too much butt to Hollywood. And then I just found out that they just kiss the ass of hate, you know, and they make everything miserable. All right, let's get to the first. Let's get to the first. Oh, you did too? All right. Well, let me get to the first reaction because I needed to share. Oh, yeah. Fire. It's hysterical to think the outrage YouTubers are effective in the culture war. Right. They're not. All right. Let's get to the first clip here, the first video. I cannot believe. So here is the title of Jeremy's video. This is why he made the thumbnail for this week. Actually, let me minimize this to make sure I got the audio. I don't want to. Here we go. Okay, the title of the video is OnlyFans bans adult content and the meltdown is glorious. How the hell can he make this political? You'll see. I was completely shocked. This is how indoctrinated he is to this type of thinking. You know, everything is SJW. Everything is a reason. Everything is against conservatives and MAGA. I don't believe that. He does. He has to spin everything in that direction. All right, so let's watch this video.
With Ring Alarm.
All right, hold on a second here. Oh, wait, someone just popped in. Oh, hey, Nick.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
I appreciate how you've been supporting the show, and I also like that you really differ in our opinions a lot.
The thing with me and Coach is, I'm just gonna be completely just straightforward here.
Okay.
Me and Coach do perfectly fine outside of YouTube. We do not need
I
for
believe
money.
It.
For
I believe it.
Click. We literally do this just for fun. We're not trying to build an empire, sort of similar to what Jeremy and EVS and all those guys are doing. I mean, if it turned into that, that'd be awesome. If I could like quit my regular job and just do YouTube all the time, but that was never our intention of the channel. And me and Coach love all those guys. They've been nothing but supportive to us. I mean, they've come on our channel, they've responded to us, given us a lot of tips and good advice on the whole YouTube thing. And so I like all those guys. I know there's a bunch of drama going on. I was out in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Of course I wasn't there Saturday when all the drama went down. And when me and Stone Loki were out there Thursday, we ended up meeting up with Jeff Hicks and Jesse, and of course I met Jeff and Jesse when we were in Chicago for the big meetup there, and so they've been nothing but nice to us, and I know there was some drama there, but Jesse and Jeff have been nothing but nice to us. Well, we actually reached out to Gary and let him know that we had already committed to, because the YouTube optics, if there's drama and then you appear on the other person's channel, people might be like, oh, so you're siding with them,
Yeah, right.
And it's not about that. I like all those guys. Me and Coach literally, like, I know you don't like any of those people.
No, I don't mind. Here's what I want to. That's fair of you to say as a criticism of me, Nick. It's not that I don't like the people. It's that I don't like that they do. And in my opinion, they embrace ignorance, and I think they do make stuff out of nothing where it's not there. They spin everything towards their narrative of everything's woke and find the little examples to make everything miserable. And, when we all started watching these channels, I'm with you, Nick. I started watching them about the same time. I used to be friendly with Jeremy. I was hoping for something that would be more critical and real criticism instead of just shilling for another narrative. Like shills can shill to say everything's great in Hollywood. Well, I think you could shill towards people that like to hate on things and try to find something in every single property to fit that narrative to say everything's garbage and a dumpster fire. Now, if you ask them directly, and I have asked Jeremy, he doesn't believe he does this. I absolutely think he does. I want to I don't know if you watched this video, Nick, his OnlyFans video.
I started watching it, and then I got tied up with my regular real world job outside of YouTube.
Sure.
So I had to cut it off like halfway through. So I only saw like the first like 4 minutes of it, and I meant to go back and finish it, but
I was completely shocked that he made it political.
Well, yeah,
I was shocked. I'm like, really? OnlyFans?
And the thing is, like, I can understand your point of view on that stuff. Like me and Coach, for instance, like, even if we shared that opinion that every single thing is woke and all that, we just don't focus on that just because our personalities, like Coach and we can't focus on the negative all the time just because it's depressing for us. I don't want to sit there and just trash everything all the time.
That's true.
I agree with a lot of what Jeremy says, a lot of what Gary says, a lot of what Doomcock says, a lot of what EVS says, and I don't disagree with them. It's just I don't personally want to make content on that all the time. I know it gets the clicks, I know it gets the views, but I don't really care about that because YouTube's just fun for us. You know, we just really kind of focus on the stuff that we like, the stuff that we love about Star Wars. We hate the sequel trilogy. We don't like Kathleen Kennedy. You know, all that, but we just don't harp on it just because it's just not.
To be fair, myself, I really do care about the fandom, and I've gone overboard and jumped the shark myself of only covering them. So I'm mixing it up. I do want to have regular movie talk along with this series. I do have to get this super chat, and then we also have to start watching the video so the viewers can understand why I'm extremely critical of Jeremy today. I was like, "Are you serious?" Because I still watch him to see what he is entertaining. I'm not going to lie there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He is entertaining. I think he's full of shit, but he's entertaining.
He's way more entertaining than we are on our channel. I try to be entertaining, but I'm kind of a real serious guy. Like I don't have Az's personality over on Friday Night Tights where I can just be funny all the time just by making jokes. I'm my regular full-time job is a corporate job. I'm a very serious personality. We are not very entertaining. We're just having fun, But yes, they are very entertaining. That's why I like them. Doomcock's very entertaining to me. And the thing is with Doomcock, who's a friend of the channel, we support him. We don't even buy into everything Doomcock's saying. But that's. In our opinion, we don't believe that Doomcock's just making stuff up for views. We think he's actually being told this stuff, and he's just kind of reporting on what's being told.
Did you see who else is in this? And I know you've talked to Cameron Pasha.
Yeah. Cameron's been on the channel.
And I think he's full of shit. I'm sorry, Nick.
And that's fine. I literally have no issue with anybody that thinks any of these people are full of shit. I literally have no issue.
I always. That's why I give major props to Nick here and go sub to him. He knows I'm very critical of some of his friends, and he still came to talk and have a discussion. I appreciate that. I do have to get to Cass's super chat here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Graphics. I'm sure they are fine people, but as a military vet, it's fine to have opinions, but have informed opinions on facts.
I think Jeremy tries to be as factual as possible for the most part.
You know what, Nick? I actually think he has TDS.
Who, Jeremy?
Yes.
Oh God,
It's the opposite. The opposite, because he thinks everything's about MAGA or Trump and is critical.
Yeah,
This video is the proof.
Yeah, Jeremy is, and he doesn't sugarcoat it or try to hide it. He is a huge Trump.
No,
fan.
And I don't.
Huge,
I'm not
fan.
criticizing people for that. I mean, me and you kind of also had a back and forth Twitter when it was most volatile in politics, and I tried to.
Yeah.
I tried to push it back. I don't want to do too much. This is my goal now, Nick, is to take politics out of movie talk.
Yeah. We don't get into politics on our channel, but
right.
me and Coach are Trump fans. But I will say this about Trump: during his entire presidency, I was very critical of Trump on several things. I'm not a sheep follower of Trump. Like whatever Trump does is golden. He does no wrong. No. And I would almost stretch it to the side of Trump's just another side of the same coin is anybody on the Democrat side, and that the biggest issue is the Federal Reserve, the IRS. Like there's so many other bigger issues than who's the president.
I mean, what's happening in Afghanistan now is a giant mess.
I don't
not to get into politics here, but I don't blame that all on Biden either. It's the whole history of being there to begin with. But that's another topic. But the leaving was horrendous. And
it was.
He had an extremely bad moment where he tries to say that he said it wasn't gonna be chaos, and then he's on an interview saying, "Well, we always knew it was gonna be chaos." I think that was a really bad moment for him.
Yeah, even the Biden supporters can't even defend him on this. No. It's a complete disaster.
Right.
Complete disaster.
So Blinded Braille wants to give you respect, facts over feelings, as they would quote from Benny Boy. All right. And Cass, I want to join this stream. Okay. Oh, Cass Graphics has another super chat here. Thank you for the support. Stop saying Gina was fired. They decided not to renew her contract. I support facts, not narrative. That's a fair criticism because
that's just another way of being fired.
That's true.
It's just another way of being fired. Not renewing your contract is just another way of being fired.
Right.
They're one and the same, in my opinion. Yeah,
she was supposed to get her own show.
She officially, technically, was never fired. Officially, unofficially, she was 100% fired.
Was she fired for politics or because she wouldn't follow the social media guidelines?
I
believe my opinion is she wouldn't follow the guidelines set forth by Disney. And I think Pedro Pascal, I think he was told and he shut up.
Yeah, the thing, on my opinion on it, and me and Coach kind of share the same views on this, is, she was playing in Hollywood's sandbox. Everybody knows Hollywood is anti-Trump, left-wing, that's just how it is, And if you're going to play in someone else's sandbox and you...
Oh, and Cass, you can... I if you could follow me on Twitter at MadMaxMovies1, I can send you a link. I don't put the link in the chat because I like to know, I know you over from $3 Theater too. But if you follow me at MadMaxMovies1 and say, hey, I'd like to come on, I'll send you a link. Okay. Nick does value open. So we got to get to the because I was shocked though, Nick. I was really shocked. I'm like, he spun this into political talk again. And I say he has TDS on the opposite spectrum, the opposite side of the scale, because he thinks everything's against conservatives in MAGA and all that. And that is where I was like, oh my God, you guys got to see this. And that's why he made the thumbnails the weakest link.
In a lot of ways, there is. It's kind of hard to deny. There is a lot of anti-Trump. And Trump supporters are Nazis. They're white supremacists. You see it all the time. So it's not a stretch to me that he spins it that way. As far as how extreme it really is, that's subjective in everybody's own opinion and thoughts. Right. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of Trump hate out there.
I don't want to be that much of a hater. I don't really want to see her be sad. I really don't. I mean, I'm not. That's not. I wish. I understand. Also, we don't want to talk too much, Nick, about what happened to them because we're not either side of that. But I do want to say, I do believe Gary had some reasons to be upset. But I also think that it could have been handled better, especially since people traveled to get there, and it could have been something. I don't know. I don't like to hear what happened. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into the weeds of all that. I will say that I've heard both sides of the story, and things could have been handled better on both sides. Right. The thing is, I still love Gary. I still have no issues with Jesse. Jeff has always been a super nice, cool guy. I don't know the thing that I don't know about is the relationship between Jeremy and Jeff and Jesse, because I know Jeremy was really close to them at one point in time. I don't know where all that stands now, and I haven't pried because it's really not any of my business.
I hope they're still friendly. Right, I agree. Because she said she got a big hug from Jeremy. So let's just assume positive things about the relationship based on what she said on her video. Yeah. Jeremy gave me a big hug, so I'm hoping that all right, so we have to get to the video so people understand what I'm talking about. Hey, Tim Talk. Tim Talk says, hey, Nick, Echo Base Network.
Hey, what's up, Tim?
All right. Porg. Jesse never officially quit, and Jeremy. Yeah. To be fair to Jeremy, one of his best moments was when there was a cry for Jesse to be fired from Geeks and Gamers, and he said no. But then they kind of moved different directions anyway. But that's not it's not. That's right. She's not his employee. His friends.
I don't know if you guys saw Gary's response to the whole thing.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, he addressed it. I think it's at the very end of his stream that came out on a super chat roundup video night before last. I think it's right towards the very end of it. But
okay, I'll check that out.
But he I forgot where I was going with this. What were we talking about?
You were happy with his response, but not remembering exactly what he said, but you think he handled that well.
Well, I wasn't there. He said in his response that all of it could have been avoided. Okay. He didn't go into the details of it.
All right. So
I haven't asked him for details. Yeah. Because again, I'm not involved. It's not any of my business. Coach and I don't want to be mixed up in any YouTube drama. And the thing is, I know where I was going with this. When we were in Vegas, I reached out to Gary after we left the meetup on Thursday, but of course they were kind of doing their own little circle hangout, and so Jeff and Jesse actually responded and hey, we're going over here, if you and Stone Loki from Loki's Mornings of Mischief was with me, and we actually went and hung out with a bunch of other content creators that included Jeff and Jesse and a lot of other people that are supporters of all these channels. And with the whole Tom thing and all that, I told Jesse, and I had a conversation with Tom just the other night because we just did a video together, but I told her, I know you have issues with Tom and all that, but, I don't really care if he's a complete douchebag. Maybe he is. It really has nothing to do with me. He's always been cool with me. I have no issues with Tom at all.
I just have issues with his content. I don't know the details. I didn't even comment on that whole thing that happened months ago because I didn't know the details. I couldn't give a good take on it. But I have an issue with saying everything is a civil war and all that at all these studios, and then preparing the next thing is the Marvel. He's caught using Cameron for all this narrative that there's another new war coming out with Marvel. When I'm sorry, if there's any studio that's 100% doing well right now, even if you dislike the films, it's Kevin Feige and the MCU.
Well, nobody agrees with everybody. I guarantee you, all the guys on Friday Night Tights don't agree with all of each other's content.
Right.
I know that 100% for a fact because I've heard conversations between many of them that don't agree. I mean, Jeremy and Ryan, they get in back and forth fights all the time about stuff.
Okay.
They completely disagree on several things. Jeremy and Young Rippa disagree. Young Rippa is not a Trump guy. Young Rippa sort of, I lean a little bit more towards Young Rippa's viewpoints on it, which I am a Trump fan, but I'm not a Trump does no wrong fan. I was very critical of Trump, but yeah, I just there's nothing wrong with not agreeing with somebody else's content. I mean, Gary has openly said he is done with Star Wars. He will never talk about Star Wars. Will never do anything with Star Wars.
Here's Aaron World Order.
And we're primarily Star Wars content channel. So, but he said he did tell me when we were in Vegas that he does lurk in the background on our streams and watch our videos. He just doesn't do anything with it.
Lunga gives a good point here. I don't like when Kathy Griffith did that either, Griffin. So it has happened on both sides. It's not. I do understand the argument. Some on the left get away with more on the right. But I think there have been examples of both though that have been. I get that. All right, so we got to get to the video because people have to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you.
Hey,
with
Jeremy.
another
What's up,
video.
Jeremy?
And today, yes, I am back from Las Vegas. Had a great time.
No, I am happy everyone had a good time.
It was. It was a lot of fun. The thing is, I barely spoke to Jeremy the entire time I was there. I barely spoke to Gary. I barely spoke to one day. I barely spoke to any of them.
Jeremy, I want to meet you one day. I'm most disappointed in Ryan Kennel though, because he's changed.
me and Ryan, I got Ryan on that Buffalo Trace. Me and him did some Buffalo Trace whiskey shots.
Thank you, Lunga. I understand you're bored. This isn't every night. I'm not doing this every night. I'm doing movie talk too, but this is Friday night. All right, here we go.
Friday Night Tights, Nerdrotic, Geeks and Gamers meetup. There's going to be a lot more we're going to discuss on that. There's videos out there, but we are here to talk about this news about OnlyFans, and the reaction has been absolutely fantastic.
Are you ready for the spin, guys? Are you ready for the spin? I cannot believe he's saying this about OnlyFans.
Fantastic. And that's what I want to focus in on. In terms of my opinion of this, look, if it's just my opinion we're talking about, I don't care that OnlyFans exist. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't bother me. I have literally never visited OnlyFans. I've never been interested in this platform in any capacity whatsoever, but I am happy that people are out there maximizing their opportunities if that's what they're looking to do. Whether it's for me or not is irrelevant. If it works for other people, great, more power to them. But obviously OnlyFans with their banking partners and their payment providers are now having to make substantial changes to the platform. Literally everything that made the platform what it is, now they're having to move away from it. But the reaction is what I want to focus in on, because the reaction is so funny because...
Oh, yeah, Memes.
Now, again, I'm going to generalize here a little.
Go check out Memes OnlyFans. I heard he's on a certain hub as well.
A little bit, and I understand that this does not represent everyone that makes a lot of money from OnlyFans, but it does represent a segment of people that benefit from OnlyFans. And these are a bunch of left-wing lunatics that are lazy and don't want to do anything with their lives. So,
okay. All
That's
right.
not what OnlyFans is created.
No. But he's not exactly saying a blanket statement, but he said, I know it's not everyone, but there's a large group of leftists that are on OnlyFans. It's a leftist platform, and they're lazy. I'm sorry, Nick, but I think lazy is injecting politics into every single video. I think that's lazy. I think that's lazy because that's what he's doing here. He's saying this is just the beginning, Nick. This is just the beginning. And Aaron, he's going to go full. He's happy because everyone. I can't spoil. Cast Graphics says he's trash, but he has his opinion. Real Elmo Cinema. But that I was like, there's no way he's gonna. I was just watching this just because I think OnlyFans is a funny conversation. I wasn't trying to watch this video for content, Nick. And I was like, oh my God, are you serious, bro? This is where I say he has TDS, where he thinks everything's against. They
are able to maximize their profits in ways that a lot of people aren't comfortable doing, but these people aren't really willing to work for anything in life. They just want to get the easy.
Okay, do you know what we say about projection and what he says about projection?
I mean, the thing is he wrong though? I mean, how easy is it for you for a chick or whoever to sit in their room and make content in front of a camera that's basically I'll
tell you what's easy.
That you could go to Pornhub and have it out there for free.
I'll tell you
except you get money for it.
You
don't have to leave your home.
I'll tell you what's easier than being sexy on camera, Nick. What's easier and what's lazier is a man in his pool house talking about identity politics in every goddamn video. That's what's lazier.
All you gotta do is ask a porn star. That's all.
I will agree with you.
I support the hard-working people on OnlyFans, and I think they're doing a lot harder work.
I will agree with you that them showing themselves off in very non-public type ways is definitely a lot harder than just sitting there talking on camera about
identity
stuff.
Politics.
Yeah.
Well, come on, Nick. We got to be real. How many videos does he mention identity politics? And then I know you like Gary as a personal friend, and I'm sure he's very nice to you in real life. You know.
Yeah.
But he also injects, the feminism angle, and then he even went as far as to saying the new Lord of the Rings may have critical race theory without any proof. He just throws in talking points in buzzwords to get that instant. To be fair, though, it's not all on them; it's on the viewers of the internet. That viewers engage with that kind of stuff. But I have a real issue with him calling other people lazy based on his content. Just because he's successful doesn't mean his content isn't extremely lazy and 1 point every single video. This is why I stopped covering him for a while, because I'm like, he keeps going to the 1 point.
The thing is, Jeremy's never been never hid the fact that what he does is not difficult. I mean, it's not like he puts a lot of money. It's not like he has a lot of high production. I mean, we have more production than Jeremy has, but his personality is what makes him successful. Coach and I don't have as good of a personality to attract attention as Jeremy does. He's people are just drawn to him because of his personality. You know, whether you agree or not, people.
It's more based on. I'm more upset with the people online than him, because he is propped up where I believe he's full of nonsense and bullshit, because I give way more props than to the OnlyFans actually providing something with if they promote love and sexiness in this world, hell yeah, that's way better than hate and bullshit and making mountains out of molehills. So I support OnlyFans stars more than I support this is identity politics. This is against conservatives and MAGA and Trump, and I'm not against that either, Nick. I try to be in the mid. I try to be fair. There was a few moments where I may have jumped the shark during those moments, and then I've taken a step back. I understand you can't force people to do things. People really do have different opinions, and I'm not getting into that conversation here. But I've taken a step back, and my goal here is to take the politics out of every conversation, because I believe the Friday Night Whites, the group of YouTubers and influencers, inject way more agenda and politics into the conversation than Kathy Kennedy ever did.
I mean, They definitely hit on the political side of it for sure.
Because it's easy, because it gets the clicks. I know it works
for sure. I mean, if you go look at John Talks,
oh my God. That was going to be next week's episode, Nick.
Okay.
I was going to say, do you know what happened to John Talks? Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a shit show, his channel. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So he was on sort of the same start as kind of we were on, just talking about The Last Jedi, the Star Wars news, all that sort of stuff. Then he got into the political stuff, and his channel exploded.
Right.
I mean, it exploded. But the thing is, now he is in that spot to where that's really all he can do.
Hey, Cast Graphics, thank you for the 1999 super sticker. Yeah, I want to have you on. Let me check to see if he sent me. I don't see a message on Twitter yet, so maybe I can have you on next week. Oh, Tim Possible wants to come on. That's cool. I could send him a link. Hold on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, Nick. I have a hard time concentrating on two things at once.
That's fine. But I was just saying, sort of similar to what we've kind of done to ourselves is we've kind of boxed ourselves into being a Star Wars only channel when originally we wanted to talk about all kinds of stuff. But the thing is, if we talk about Marvel stuff or Cobra Kai or anything else, we literally get no views on it at all. So now it's like,
well, you have to. I get that you have to be more. You have to do consistent content because I tried to pivot. And it's hard. I was on the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, we do consistent content, and we even covered this. I mean, when we were covering the Snyder Cut stuff, I mean, we had EVS. We had tons of people on a stream talking about all that stuff, And on as far as the live streams go, it did pretty good. But the individual videos and stuff, we just if we're not doing Star Wars content, it's just we're just not growing. So I'm actually thinking about, and Coach doesn't really have a whole lot of interest in doing anything else. So I'm actually thinking about branching off and doing my own thing where I talk about everything except for Star Wars.
Oh, that's a good. I think you should, Nick.
Yeah, like something like Nick Talks Entertainment or Nick's Takes on Entertainment or something along those lines.
I'm sure people will support you. I'll sub right away. Drex the Klingon says Trump 2024. Hey, that's your right to say that. Whatever. I don't know if he'll be running then. He might.
He's definitely going to run in 2024.
I think maybe DeSantis might want to. I don't know.
DeSantis will probably. He's young enough to where I think he feels that he can get groomed and kind of learn how things are kind of run at the top of the country. I think he would be perfectly fine being a VP for 4 years and then running for. So
you think that's going to be the ticket, Trump DeSantis?
I think it's a very good possibility.
Okay.
I just
that's going to get a lot of traction. I'm not a fan of them.
The thing is, I personally don't see any way. I mean, just over the last 7 months?
This is a bad moment for the country and Biden. So it's going to be brought up a lot, especially if it's not resolved. Yeah, there's not a resolution anytime soon. Really.
Well, not just the Afghanistan stuff, but look at the cost of lumber. Look at the cost of gas.
I haven't looked at the cost of lumber again.
I mean, people.
Well, we got to get back to the video.
Yeah.
That's my fault too. That's my fault too, Nick. We're straying off topic. Okay, so we have. I do have an interesting chat. I have very different opinions in the chat. Okay, yeah, Zeno is pimping your channel. Go check out Echo Base.
Yeah. Loki Multiverse is 100% spot on. Biden is a useless turd.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to watch too much more of this, but I was completely shocked that he's calling OnlyFans when I think they work harder for the money than he does, I believe.
Way to making money. And hey, that's fine. Again, I don't have a problem with it. But a lot of people that have constantly been talking about private business can do whatever it wants when YouTube or Twitter or Twitch is silencing people simply over a political opinion, they celebrate when this happens, when it is a conservative or a Trump supporter
this is what
being silenced for opinions.
How can you
they
spin
celebrate and then they tell you a private business can do whatever they want.
Conservatives have to have OnlyFans. Now I gotta Google some of that.
Caricatures of OnlyFans.
The thing is, I'm sure there's probably Trump supporters that are on OnlyFans.
I'm sure there's Trump supporters that are the customers.
Oh God, yeah, without a doubt. Yeah.
Yes. So this is a completely ludicrous statement by Jeremy to spin it again. I mean, this is what I actually feel bad for him. Nick. He is so indoctrinated in the anti-SJW culture that his mind is warped. His mind is warped. He looks for it everywhere. The boogeyman's everywhere. It's fear mongering. No one was thinking OnlyFans.
You know what?
Going down is gonna.
They're only banning sexual content. They're only banning sexual content. You can still post nude videos and pictures. You just can't perform any sexual acts.
Okay. But is that where anyone's mind went? Is let's laugh at the leftist platform, but let's be real. Maybe Trump should join OnlyFans. That hasn't banned him yet.
Yeah, well, I
think he should. I think he should.
OnlyFans is gonna lose a lot of people because they go there for one thing, really.
No, well, I mean, it might transform the platform. I hear they're going to do videos and stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm understanding Jeremy correctly here, he's really talking about people's response to this news, not really anything to do with the people involved.
Well, he's assuming that it's a leftist thing, and that they're cheering on conservatives being deplatformed on social media.
Whoa.
And then they're hypocritical because they're upset now that their OnlyFans is taken down. And he's doing this like argument that it's a big leftist platform, which there's no evidence of this at all.
I don't know when this.
There's conservative porn stars that have OnlyFans, like Gerbil said.
I don't know when this video came out.
This is just yesterday.
Was this just yesterday?
Yeah.
I think there's a report that came out today that this whole OnlyFans thing had something to do with some sort of FBI investigation.
They investigate all these with more adult content. They investigate all of them for trafficking and all this other stuff to make
that's
sure.
That's what happens with Pornhub. That's what they choose. You have to really get people that know the porn industry on this stuff, because that's what the OnlyFans was originally created for.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll only watch a little bit more of this, and then we'll get to Cameron. Cameron personally, I believe. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Private company can do whatever they want. These companies can do this. They can do whatever. I think YouTube is a great platform. I don't believe that there's a lot of unnecessary censorship. I know other people disagree. I think it's actually one of the best platforms out there.
I like YouTube, but I definitely think that there's a lot of YouTube censorship and a lot of.
Here's the thing where people try to get away with things. In my personal opinion, now they might honestly believe this, but they label opinions when I believe it's intentional, like lies. But that's getting to the fake sources and Civil War and movie companies and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So
yeah, and the thing is with YouTube and their censorship and people screaming free speech, the thing is YouTube's a privately owned company.
So they're permitted to do it.
The First Amendment just protects your rights of free speech, from the government being able to.
They can't arrest you. Basically, they can't arrest you.
Yeah, if it's a privately owned company, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Right, and that's capitalism too. That's if you
don't have to like it,
right?
But
and make your own
they
platform.
Can do whatever they want,
and then you can do what you want on your platform, and then see if the advertisers come. Most likely, they will not.
Yeah, there's 100% hypocrisy I've seen with YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all that sort of stuff. But the thing is, what are you going to do about it? It's their rules. They can do what they want. They own it. The government doesn't own it, and your rights are pretty much checked at the door when you join up on these platforms. Mm-hmm. You are basically
when you join a job, when you join a new job, you sign a contract with them. You agree to what they're telling you to do.
Hey, Elmo.
And stuff. You agree to
Rhea.
them. That's just like you're doing with YouTube and stuff. You agree. You agree.
And if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else.
Dude's thoughts. Yes, they need to be consistent with the bigs too. Yeah, I agree. They're extremely. They police the small channels with no problem. They need to be consistent with the big channels.
Yeah, that's
all right.
true.
Let's only watch a little bit more of this, and then we'll get to the fear mongering and setting the stage to hate on Marvel, the MCU, which is not going to work. It might work for the comics end with EVS and all that, but the MCU with Feige, he has been extremely successful.
Whatever they want, big tech can do whatever they want. Well, now OnlyFans is deciding to do whatever they want, or at least whatever their banking partners are wanting them to do. And I see the same people that celebrate opinions being silenced on the internet. I see the same people seeing opinions being censored on the internet are now crying about OnlyFans and this decision. This is fantastic. Now, the reaction to this news has been amazing. And I think a lot of people are laughing at it. I think a lot of people are memeing the hell out of it.
This is also a bad take for Jeremy to he should be supportive of creators across the board, but he's really judging people that are on OnlyFans when they if they make people happy, they make people extremely happy. They serve the customer a lot better than the pool boy does in his pool house. I'm sorry.
I mean, my understanding of what he's saying is the people that are complaining about the OnlyFans stuff were
the
ones cheering about getting Trump banned and
I didn't shed a tear for him though, Nick. I'll be honest.
Yeah, and the thing is,
the only one I cheered that left YouTube was Josiah Rises because I was like, oh my god. I'm sorry, I do have a certain perception of his content. It's bad.
I met Josiah in Chicago. He was super nice. I've watched some of his content. I'm subbed to his channel, but I mean, as soon as we start our own channel, and I was telling Gary this out in Vegas, because I was in all these chat groups and on all these channels all the time, and then once I started my own channel, I have a full-time job and a personal life. I just have way less time now to be able to be watching everybody's content. I still watch, like Gary the other night was like, oh, I see Echo Base, you don't watch my content anymore. And I'm like, that's not what I was saying. I'm just saying I have less time.
You've been watching mine recently. I appreciate it.
I watch everybody's content when I can. Even when I'm sitting here working, I'll just have my phone at my desk and I'll have somebody's video playing while I'm sitting here working. So I'm not always in the chats.
I might have to. I'll be real with you, Nick. Right now, I might have to make a separate video about a weirdo, Jeremy, criticizing, calling people on OnlyFans lazy. And that might get some traction. I have to figure out how to do that. I'm sorry. This guy is calling other people lazy on the internet.
I saw
extremely hypocritical.
I saw a person on Twitter. A well-known streamer says, a well-known streamer call out people that do OnlyFans. A streamer that was gaming.
This is actually not consistent with his takes, Nick, on supporting creators. That's what I was kind of shocked too, because that's the one good thing I will. Well, I mean, there are some good things about Jeremy. I will admit that. The one thing he's been consistent on is supporting creators across the board, and this is the first time he's jumped the shark to say they're lazy if they're this type of worker. All right.
Yeah, I mean, Jeremy's definitely not lazy. I mean, he's got 3 channels that are about to be 100,000. He's got a whole team of people that he manages. He is very busy. He does a lot of stuff all the time. He's constantly working. Like, I don't even know how Jeremy is still married. like I'm surprised his wife has not divorced him yet for all the time, but she's obviously very supportive of him. If Coach was to do that, Coach would be divorced. Like Coach has been like, I don't know how Jeremy can do it. My wife will hardly let me do anything. But go ahead.
I'm just, what was I lost my thought there. That's where I think I was just shocked. He threw the first stone, though, is what I was going to say. I wouldn't be criticizing his work ethics in his content and what consists of his content if he didn't throw the first stone at OnlyFans.
What was OnlyFans? It was porn stars, right? Mostly for porn at one point. That's how it started. Guess what? Porn stars have to be in good shape.
Well, watch how many times you say that. That Aaron, though, because this stream might be done as might be
okay. What's better? Will I say adult performers?
Yeah, that's fine.
They have to be They have to be in good shape. They have to go to the gym. Female and male. They have to get tested a lot.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of work, and they don't get paid very well. Especially the women. The women don't get paid very well in the industry. That's why they create all these contests, and they always get screwed over and over with these contents with these apps and stuff. These for pictures and stuff. They always get screwed over and over. It happened to Pornhub. It's gonna happen to them. Some of them are worried about OnlyFans, but they can still create some nudity, but not sexual content. And technically, the industry has more sexual content.
You know what, Jeremy? I am going to have an OnlyFans, so you know what? You're attacking me too. Hey, Tim Cosmo's here. Go ahead.
I made so much money during the pandemic.
Hey,
I think God, who was it?
Don't leave, Elmo. Well, you wish you could get. I'm not on Twitch anymore. Yeah, sorry. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Twitch. You could if you got to the sub section. Yeah, if you got enough affiliate or something.
Tim been on Echo Base, Nick?
What?
Has Tim been on Echo Base Network?
Oh,
yeah, I've been on there.
Yeah, multiple times.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, love the channel. Sorry, my freaking tripod thing is like having a mind of its own. Like when you buy one of those $30 things, a selfie kit, whatever. Don't do it. You gotta buy a legit one from Amazon, dude. It's like it sucks.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we'll just. I think we've seen enough of Jeremy on this. We'll go to the next topic because I don't want to. I've already. Man, it's gone at like an hour. Whoops, Nick. I apologize. I didn't mean to go an hour on that one. I had
on a 9-minute video.
I didn't even get 2 minutes in.
Yeah, not even 2 minutes in.
That's not my intention. That's not my intention.
It happens a lot in the streams.
Max, you got to manage these streams a little bit better, buddy.
That's true. That's true. I do. I get sidetracked very easily.
Yeah.
Well, here's Midnight's Edge and Cameron Pasha. This is why I have an issue. This is why I cover this thing. It's because they're creating the stage to hate on the MCU and Shang-Chi. Now, I haven't really talked, like you said, you mostly cover Star Wars, so I don't know if you're looking forward to this movie, how you feel about the MCU.
Yeah, the thing is, me and Coach have tons of interests outside of Star Wars. I collected comic books growing up. I was a big Marvel and DC fan. Coach was more the DC guy. I was more the Marvel guy. But I knew nothing of Shang-Chi when I was reading comic books. It was all Batman, Superman.
Oh yeah,
me.
X-Men, Spider-Man, all that sort of stuff. Ghost Rider, Punisher. So I literally know nothing about Shang-Chi. I like martial arts stuff.
Yeah.
I like Bruce Lee movies, all that sort of stuff. I don't know. I wasn't really that interested in this movie. I'm definitely going to watch it because I like Marvel stuff. But I also don't listen to anybody else's opinions on the movies that have already seen it and form my own opinion before I already see it.
This is beyond this is beyond opinions when you're saying there's like civil war at the companies, and it's really that's again based on current political stuff. I think Midnight's Edge is injecting that into because that's an easy talking point based on current events of what we're not going to get into, but it's create the stage to pivot towards the MCU hate now. I think that a lot of channels are really trying that in the Friday Night Whites channel group are really trying to hone in on this Marvel MCU hate, and it's going to backfire for them, I believe. It worked for the comics because we all saw that Safe Space comic, and that was embarrassing.
Can I ask you a serious question, Max?
Sure.
This is I'm not trying to be funny or
No, go ahead.
or anything. Like, this is a actual serious question.
Yes.
If all the guys on Friday Night Tights were all black guys, would you say Friday Night Blacks?
No, I would not, because I don't want to be canceled.
Yeah. See the hypocrisy there.
Okay.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about in society in general. Like, if a bunch of white guys get together to talk about nerd stuff, and even if they throw politics into it, whatever, whether you like it, don't like it, who cares?
Well, I'm doing it as a meme and a joke, because they all do the same talking points. They grift together. They create, and this is where we're getting into the Midnight's Edge. They create a new stage to hate on for months and months and months to create this big fan war, and they're ready to hate on Shang-Chi and the actors. Simu Liu said some stupid stuff, but nothing worse than what they say. And I've seen the chats, I've seen the comment section. They are so ready to hate on it, and it can be clickable to actual hate on the opposite end with the viewers. And there is still a lot of Asian hate in this world. I'm sorry. So when you see constant Asian faces of crying and stuff like that, this is the environment. It does have clickable. It appeals to clicks on certain sites like 4chan and all that, where they like to hate on specific races. It's appealing to hate, to actual hate. I'm sorry.
I don't know where I don't know where this Asian hate thing comes from. I've literally been all over this country, to multiple cities everywhere. I live in Alabama, which is, in society's mind, probably the most redneck racist state in the entire country. And I never see that stuff. I don't ever see it.
Well, just
I don't
because
ever see.
I know this argument, Nick. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but the thing is, I'm also not a hermit crab living in my house all the time. I literally travel all the time. I'm in multiple. I literally, when I lived in Jackson, Mississippi, was taken downtown by a guy who lived at the place underneath me. His name was Cheese. Is a black dude. His name is Cheese. Took me downtown, Jackson, Mississippi. I was the only white dude down there, and nobody gave me a single problem. I've also been in the same situation in like Chinatown and like Chicago and stuff. And I just don't see. The thing is, if it was so rampant and it was, I don't see it.
What the news media does is over highlight things, is what Nick's saying. I've been all over the United States as well as for like modeling type stuff. I've been to Koreatown in LA. I've been to Chinatown in Chicago. I've gone all over the United States, and like it doesn't even, like, we don't ask these questions that the media paints out, and that's what I think he's mentioning.
I mean, if one individual in some random town has some sort of mental problem and does some sort of hate crime against an Asian person, or whoever, and then the media jumps on it, explodes it into this big, huge ordeal. When
I think it needs to be a topic of discussion. Remember the massage parlors that someone targeted, and that is the same day that Jeremy had the freak out and didn't understand why Zack Snyder was saying
wasn't against Asians. That was against people who sell their bodies. That was against prostitutes. It just happened to be an Asian place. The guy wasn't going after Asians.
That was prejudice.
It wasn't prejudice.
Because they're assuming massage parlors are associated.
No. That just happened to be the place. That just happened to be the place he targeted. He had no issues with Asian people. He had issues with prostitution and people selling sex.
And it
had nothing to do with
and
Asians.
they just happened to be all Asian.
It just happened. That just happened to be the place. I mean, if he would have went to
agree with that, but I respect your opinion.
I mean, the reports already came out on it. They already released his little bio stuff of his little notes and crap that he wrote. It literally had nothing to do with Asian people. It just happened to be an Asian place that he hit.
Well, it literally
Max, let's
did
bring
because
this
they
up.
were the victims.
If you know about Asian parlors, you know what they're about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, that's prejudging too, you know.
No, because
there is a stereotype. There is a stereotype for a reason.
Max, I'm not saying it's right, bro. I'm not saying it's right, but you know, you gotta. There's an element, you know what I mean. You gotta understand that it's been set in stone. This is going on. I don't think it's right to stereotype people, of course. So that's it.
All right, well, let's get to Cast Graphics. He's really been supporting this episode.
Oh.
I really appreciate it.
He's from Robert Burnet's channel. Cast
really?
Graphics. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Echo Base, come to Philadelphia, hang out at a black bar. I'm sure Nick would. I know he would.
I 100% would. I would. I moved to Alabama from Chicago. Like you know, and that's the other thing. Like when I'm like, I have tons of black friends. So ever since I was a kid, everyone's like, "Oh, that's the normal thing that the racist people say is, oh, I got black friends." Like that's so fucking stupid. Like,
well, here's where I'm trying to have a nuanced conversation with this too, Nick. That's a fair commentary. That I've heard that a lot, but it just. But what do you? But here's where people think that. Okay, the person that says I have this black friend, but they still think that person can be prejudiced because if it's say it's a minority with a black person, but they have a different political view, then they hate them or they don't hate them, but they mock them, make fun of them, or a minority that says they want representation. It's okay to hate on that though. That's still another person, and you're not respecting their opinion.
Do you ever watch The Amazing Lucas?
I have in the past, not frequently, but I have. Yes.
We've had him on the channel. We've had him on the channel many times, and a lot of people are like, "That dude is off his rocker," you know.
Okay.
And I'm talking about all the Trump people.
The Germany fight, right?
Yeah. Jeremy and Lucas got into it on our channel.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
You know, and Jeremy was a big, huge fan of The Amazing Lucas. Yeah. And the thing is, I don't agree with everything Lucas says.
No, I know, but I'm just explaining the perception of why people think they can be prejudiced, even though they say I have this friend, is because the constantly mocking minorities that say they want representation, or like in the entertainment industry, they share their experience of how they grew up and how it's life-changing for them, and it's all consistently mocked. And you consistently see minorities in thumbnails with tears coming down their face. It's used as a object to hate. So that's where this argument comes from. But I understand what you're saying too.
Yeah. And just to respond to Cast Graphics, I would 100%. Like the thing is, I grew up in Chicago. I grew up in Alabama, and people think that Alabama is like just this redneck state. There are tons of black people here. Tons. Like some of my best friends growing up in school were all black guys. I mean, it was probably like a it's probably like a 65-35 percentage, you know. But like I said, my boy Cheese, when I was in Jackson, Mississippi, where I went downtown with him, I was literally the only white person down there. My boy Donnell, who played football at the University of Miami, who used to take me to this place called the Chicken Shack in Huntsville, Alabama, where I was the only white dude there, and we were drinking Hennessy and stuff with all this.
Sounds good.
I would 100% do that. And the thing is,
I'm not sure what it means by see and play some of your videos on screen. And see what
I would play any one of my videos.
Yeah.
But if he's insinuating here that if I played some of our videos, which literally don't get into anything political,
well, maybe
a
Jeremy's
Star Wars channel,
right,
or Jeremy's videos, you know, if he's insinuating that if we played that, like we would get jumped or something, you know, then what does that show about that community? That just because somebody has an opinion that doesn't agree with you,
well,
you know,
I think
we might not want to share it because they're gonna like jump us or take us out or something.
Maybe,
you know,
maybe.
And I don't, and I'm not saying that's what he's saying. I'm just saying,
right.
If
Maybe
that's what
meant,
he's insinuating.
Maybe he meant with the Jeremy videos. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Hans. Yeah. No. This is where exactly where I'm trying to differentiate, because I also think that if you consistently go to the Otzi argument, and that's what I say instead of the other word for YouTube reasons, that you kind of give ammo to the Friday Night Whites to gaslight the viewers to say, oh, these people are crazy, when the real criticism is you're being ignorant or prejudiced, and there's a way back from being ignorant and prejudiced too. Okay, so let's get to this is Midnight's Edge. He has Cameron Pasha on the line.
Mm-hmm. Is this Tom or Andre?
I don't know.
Okay.
You're a real estate broker? You're trying to sell people.
Checking on messages, getting invited.
All right.
So we're going to see more of these articles come out that are going to try to convince people that Bob Chapek is finished. And I believe each article that we see that is going to get increasingly more shrill, increasingly more emotional, and that will be a sign that the elites are actually losing their power. And that way, it will be the opposite of how it's being presented. These articles are a desperate effort to stop the wave that is coming.
The wave.
Which is the focus of Disney is now going to be back to the public and to the consumer rather than to the club. And the club is going to use every PR tool it has to try to change that perception.
I do like his intro music. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's fly. I like that.
It sort of reminds you a little bit of Tron and Terminator from the very first Terminator film.
Yeah.
That's cool.
On August 14th, Simu Liu, the star of Marvel's upcoming Shang-Chi, took Disney CEO Bob Chapek to task. And he did so in a way which made the headlines in not just film blogs and YouTube channels.
He is effective for setting a stage, but I completely think this is horrible for movie talk to create these, fear-mongering to say there's a big agenda, and then there's going to be war at the studios, and it's basically this whole Civil War thing. It's just going to that Doomcock level, and I know you're friends with Doomcock, Nick, of creating another. So they moved on from Star Wars. Now it's Marvel. I see the movement going towards Marvel now, and I honestly don't think it's going to work. And I want to call him out for. He also, I completely disagree. He has on his channel banner that he's unbiased. I completely see the bias. I completely see the political angles.
Who said they were unbiased?
Max, can I bring up something?
Yes. Go ahead, Nick or Tim. Yes.
I want to paint something real quick. Shang-Chi is the only film they stuck up for. They didn't stick up for Suicide Squad. They, I know DC, EU, whatever, and they didn't stick up for freaking Black Widow. So I'm interested to see why they are sticking up for this. They were kind of high. They weren't having this much backing or whatever. It wasn't raving or whatever. I saw the TikTokers that I know going there to the early screening, bragging that they went there. So why is this any different, right? So why are they pushing this a lot more than those other films? Which I thought the Suicide Squad was freaking legit. Not gonna lie.
You see, you think they're trying to push this movie, not organically, like they're trying to promote it like it's better than it is. Is your opinion?
Exactly. But though I'm a martial artist.
Oh wow! Real Elmo Cinema became a YouTube member. I really appreciate that, Elmo. Oh, Aaron.
Yeah, Elmo.
He became a member because you have such great guests on here.
That's true. Thank you,
Aaron
Network. World Order, and Tim.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Real Elmo Cinema. I will reach out to you on Twitter. You can
just Twitter?
Yeah.
Twitter.
Just so anyone knows that becomes a member, you don't even. I mean, this super chats help the show, but you don't necessarily have to send a super chat. You could send a topic to me on Twitter, and if you're a member, I will cover it. Even if you're not a member, there's a possibility I'd cover it. But I really treat my members well. I appreciate you joining. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Tim. So you're thinking
I think it's
the opposite.
They're overhyping.
I don't know if this is the answer, but I think it's because this is the first MCU properly. It's not going to be on Disney Plus, so they want to push it more.
Right.
Yeah, because they want the theaters open up more. I'm the biggest martial art. Like, I'm a martial artist in real life. I'm not Bruce Lee, but I understand and respect.
Nobody's Bruce Lee, Tim.
Nobody's Bruce Lee.
Nick, you know more than I do, or whatever. But I want to see this type of when John Campia, I watched this review saying it was like the Raid material, or whatever. And I argue, I was like, dude, did you even watch It Man, IP Man, Wing Chun that trained Bruce Lee just on Netflix? Because I know they're not that big, but Donnie Yen was in Rogue One. Do people remember?
I won't forget about
Does anyone remember?
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying.
Okay, so that's a fair argument that you think they're overhyping it because of the diversity angle. I know this argument, or is that your angle, or just that they're overhyping it in general? Not even because it's an Asian cast, and they're trying to recapture that Black Panther buzz.
I honestly, the cool thing they showed about the trailer is they showed that there may be Doctor Strange characters in there, which looks pretty interesting. What was it? Pretty much I can't remember his name, but Doctor Strange, when they have fight scene in Abomination, we've all been wondering where Abomination's been, right? Since the Edward Norton Hulk, right? Yeah. I actually like that Hulk. I really do. So I don't go into a film film be non-successful. I'm really happy that we're getting this or whatever. Sure, if they can add diversity or whatever, that's great. But I'm looking for the hand-to-hand combat, which this character is supposed to be about. I'm not focusing on all the other stuff. I really am.
Well, we take for granted as white guys, and
but there's been other dope martial arts films.
Nick, to throw shade on myself, I may be more hypocritical. I have more white guys on my panel tonight than Friday Night Whites did tonight.
yeah. Where's your diversity at, Max?
They didn't show up.
You fucking hypocrite.
Oh, damn, Nick. You're right.
Oh, shit.
No, I know. I invited a lot of diverse movie pundits, but this is the group that showed up.
But at least we know about martial arts. So at least some of us know about martial, like Nick and
I watched. I watched. What was the ESPN 30 for 30B?
Cast Graphics. You've seen Shang-Chi. It's fire.
Yeah, I saw everybody saying that it was triumphant. Every single person that got early access all said it was triumphant. I'm like, where's everybody getting the same word from? It's just weird. Did you ever see the video on YouTube where it was all these different news agencies basically saying the same thing?
I know why. Why. Because I've been the recipient in a former capacity where Saggy's here. Shake my head.
Hey, Saggy.
You could come on.
I love you, Saggy. I love you, Saggy.
We need diversity.
She might not.
We
want
need
to
some
come on
diversity. She's black and she's a woman. I mean, how much more diverse can you get?
I know, but she might not.
You're gonna check off 2 boxes with one person, Max.
I'm not here just to check.
Max, I'm gender fluid, so check off that box. Just kidding. Right. But I'm joking. But
I don't know if she wants in on this action. Hold on. I think I see someone else that may message me on Twitter.
Robert Meyer Burnett liked this film. I trust him more than I trust John Campia. Even though I don't 100% agree with everything Rob says either, but Rob is another friend of the channel. He's been awesome to us, and he was actually supposed to be out in Vegas, and he
Saggy
couldn't
Melons.
make it, but
what's up, Sag?
Listen, feel free to criticize me. I respect women, not women, and if you think I've gone too far, go ahead. Yes.
So I want to know. why you thought Friday Night Whites was the appropriate title, and then have a bunch of white people on the panel and have people not think that it's kind of a little racist.
He put in our messages, Saggy.
It's a meme on the Friday Night Lights, and I didn't know who was going to show. Was my execution off tonight? It's possible. Because
and on top of that, they had a freaking young Rip on there,
which I really appreciate. Yes, I said mostly white,
and the freaking and the
well, it's really
girlfriend, wife.
Yeah, so. Oh yeah,
this
X-ray
who's
girl.
an Asian woman.
Do you exist? Yes, I'm here. I'm Asian. Okay. Oh my god. No, Saggy, you feel free to criticize me.
Come on, Cam.
Pause.
I don't even think Saggy's black because she won't come on
Let this
Cam.
sink in, chat. Let this sink in, chat panel. The title of this stream is called Friday Night Whites, and we're talking about Asian people. And again, no one sees that as a concern for red flags. Or is it
I am an ally to Asian people. I am excited about Shang-Chi. I am discussing what the whites are talking about, their angle, and how they are creating a platform to hate on the MCU.
The whites.
And
I can't, Max. I can't with you. I just
on my mom.
See, Saggy, you're starting to get it now.
No, she is a good friend, and she does not like the series or the name of the series.
Hey, RJ, why don't you join?
Canceled.
No, it's just I'm looking at. I literally was just playing some games, relaxing. I was like, oh, I wonder who's streaming, and I see the first thing that pops up: Friday Night Whites, and I'm like, what the?
Go ahead, say what? Yes. I'm explaining what the whites are upset about this week. It's a recap show.
He's trying to make fun of
there's a little diversity there, but they're mostly white and they're mostly injected. Well, listen, hey, you might have been proud of me at the beginning of the show, Saggy, because I caught Jeremy in Pool Boy 720p video saying that he's calling OnlyFans workers lazy.
So how did you drag poor Nick into this? This is how
I jumped into the very beginning.
Come on.
I jumped into the very beginning and was like, "Hail Jeremy, hail Gary from Nerdrotic, and the Friday and the G&G crew. What's up, Max?" or something along those lines, or something like that. And he was like, "I don't have anybody on." I was like,
"Well, just
dude,
so
I'll come on there."
Yeah, he's a good sport. So just so you know, Saggy, this is going to be a weekly recap show about what the whites are up to of YouTube.
Oh my god!
I came on here to give
about?
some us a little bit of criticism and some back and forth with Max.
Look, I support Asians as well. My sensei is Asian.
That's great. I respect your game too.
That's
your athleticism, and I respect that.
That's MAGA straight right there. By the way, so get off me, Saggy. Whatever.
I'm more listen. My biggest concern here is that Max is trying to have some kind of white people against white people show or something. And
no, it's more of mocking. It's not. I don't want wars or anything. No,
we're for fun. It's fun.
I'm not going to do this every day, Saggy. I've dedicated a show to it. It's an experiment.
Who has a dog?
I have a dog. That's Callie.
Are you new here, Tim?
I have not been on. I've been on Max's channel once for a snow dub.
I think
Rest
I've
in
been
peace, Jolly.
Now, if anyone thinks I'm doing a bad job on the series, feel free to criticize me in the comments section or on the replay.
I just think calling it Friday Night White seems a little
it's meant to get attention.
No, you don't want that kind of attention. What's wrong with you?
Okay. I point taken, Saggy.
Max goes for the shock factor.
Yeah. If anyone agrees with Saggy, I try not to censor here.
Listen, so if this starts getting down the territory where you're gonna start showing up with a friggin' white hood on, I'm out. I'm checking out.
No, that's don't. I'm wearing a hood too. Damn you, Saggy. No, that's not me. I'm not the.
He's gonna change it to a white hoodie and be like, "It's just a hoodie, guys."
I'm okay with the red. I'm okay with the red hood, though. Red hood.
Am I failing? Is this an epic fail?
Red hood. Best
People were
animated
enjoying
movie.
the show. People were enjoying the show. You're my harshest critic, Saggy.
Yeah, because all I see is a ton of Friday Night Whites and a bunch of white guys on a panel.
I mean, that was not. That was not the intention. I was hoping Eddie would come for his expertise in movie talk too.
And then I was scared to come on because I'm not white, so I felt like I couldn't be on because it was Friday Night White. So I was like, I'm not white. So
She's really good. I know what she's doing now. I know what she's doing.
Max,
whatever, Sag.
Well, if it took this to get you back on my channel, maybe it was worth it.
I come on this channel. What do you mean?
I'm kidding.
I come on it.
All right, so Cast Graphics says, "Oh, go ahead."
We're gonna have to bring you on the channel at some point, Saggy.
I know.
What about me?
You can come on anytime you want, Max. we literally have pop-ins every Saturday night to where, we ended up recently changing it to members, but we're actually going to change it back to where we just put the link out to the members first, then we put the link in the chat, so as soon as they jump out, anybody can jump in.
All right, that's cool. So Cast Graphics says he's seen Shang-Chi and it's really good. Are you looking forward to this thing? We'll move into movie topics too now.
I can't wait.
I'm not interested in Shang-Chi.
You're not? Why?
I am.
It just doesn't look appealing to me.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in it either, but I'm gonna watch it just to see. The thing is, I never read the comic books. I know nothing about Shang-Chi, but I'll watch it. And
Daniel, don't say that. Oh no, this is going bad way.
And to be honest, I there's no actors in this project that I really recognize too well. That makes me like the Eternals. Look at the cast for the Eternals. Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
How about Superman? Oh wait, no, that's Icarus.
Yeah,
dude, that was dope as fuck.
Well, Cast Graphics might appear with me on the next Friday Night Whites.
They had me with Angelina Jolie with the Eternals. I had no interest in Eternals.
Salma
Hayek, a lot of them now.
Kit Harington, Richard Madden.
Cass isn't white though, Max. So can you have him on here with the show titled Friday Night Whites?
Yeah,
What's Saggy doing here, Max?
We're talking about the whites. I don't want all whites. No offense to the panel that came.
Stop saying whites like it's. Oh my god, I can't, Max. I freaking can't with this. Oh my god, this is.
I
thought the mustache on Gino was bad, and then it just gets worse.
Snowdub's laughing.
Yes, because he's laughing because he thinks this is. Oh god.
Oh, Snowdub. Justice for Jolie. Hashtag Justice for Jolie on Twitter.
Listen, you guys thought
if we really want to get white, I should invite Snow on. Snow is really white.
Oh my god. I hope. Listen, somebody take a shot every time he says white.
If White had a beard,
I got a bottle sitting over here next to me.
Okay.
What the question is, Nick? What type of bottle is that? Whiskey or is that rum?
That's all I drink is whiskey.
All right. I didn't know if you were a pirate, but
GDS.
Amen.
GDS. He can't cut my mic off. I'm co-owner of the channel.
Oh yeah, I gave her part of my channel.
Yeah.
So this is your fault too.
Dang, Saggy, you are gonna be.
And as co-owner, I don't think a Friday Night White show is a good idea.
And people were enjoying it. Now we're losing viewers.
Saggy, what's wrong with BET though? Sheesh.
What the?
I mean,
oh my god.
Oh my god.
There's nothing wrong with BET.
There's nothing wrong with that. Of course.
No, dude. Okay, dude.
Let's get into
movie talk.
I should have stayed playing Fortnite.
I disagree. I like the trailer. I like the second trailer.
Hey, props to Saggy. That was excellent reporting on the Amico about the Jay Allard situation.
Saggy actually went there.
Yeah.
Well, I was there too, Nick. But I'm talking about her recent vid where there was a major criticism about one.
Yeah. I saw that. Yep.
Those guys.
Be nice to Saggy.
I get them all the time.
I'm always nice to Saggy.
No, the chat's never nice to me anymore.
Snowdub, I invited a diverse cast on the panel, but this is what showed up.
Yeah, I have long hair and white skin, so that's diverse. Not everyone has long hair and whatever. Like that's not my helmet.
All right. let's get to some movie topics. Let's not get hung up on the name of the show. Okay. Let's not get hung up on that. Let's get to some movie topics. Actually, Saggy, you're planning to have a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger on your show, right?
He wasn't a Power Ranger, but he is part of the show. He's been on part of the show for a long time. He's done various voices of the characters, and he's had parts in it. But yeah, I'm having him.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Because
you're going
he
places,
was in the
Maggie.
TV show before the movie.
I'm trying to get Jason Font. I'm trying to get Jason Font on.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Jason Font is? You're a gamer. He does the voice of Leon S. Kennedy in Resident Evil.
I'm not into Resident Evil.
Wow, how are we friends, Max? You're not into Resident Evil?
I respect it. It scares me. You know how I am about horror.
It's not that scary. You get a gun.
Yeah, with limited ammo. I like the Contra type game where you get like lots of ammo, like spread shot and.
Speaking of gaming, Nick, have you played the new Final Fantasy DLC, the new one that came out with Yuffie?
Fuck yes, and it is great.
Okay.
I hate that.
Xeno's pimping Saggy's channel.
It is awesome. The only thing I have not done in the entire game is beat Weiss, which is the new VR boss that you can fight with Cloud, Tifa, or Aerith, and Barrett, yeah. Barrett.
You're not lying, dude.
That's the only thing I have not done in the game, and he is very hard. But yeah, the game is awesome, and you should definitely get a PS5. That's the only reason I bought a PS5 was just to play that game, that DLC. And the is phenomenal.
I gotta add you to my PlayStation.
Nick, are those
PS5?
graphics like pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
Like the graphics are they better?
He's gonna
so we
he's
can
gonna
play
add
games.
you. Yeah, he says that, but he's gonna add you and never play with you. He has yet to play with me.
Oh Lord.
Well, I'm more solo play. Kevin. Damn ads everywhere. Stop seeing this ad.
Kevin Feige says never say never about Marvel and DC crossover. I've been saying that.
This is a good benefit of DC not doing as well because remember Spider-Man? Spider-Man only happened in the MCU because it was not doing well with the Amazing Spider-Man 2. So there is some room for potential. Kevin Feige, goddamn screen rant.
Well, what character? Okay, I've been asked this question, so I'm going to ask you guys, and even in the chat, what characters from Marvel would you like to see cross over to DC first?
If they would fucking Venom.
Oh, you want to?
None.
There's so many cool ones that would work. Wolverine.
Venom made a freaking $1 billion. What the hell are they doing right now? Yeah, like seriously. You have Tom Hardy. I mean, the trailer looked dope to me as far as with like Woody Harrelson. Why can they not bring that into freaking mainstream? Like Morbius, like I think Jared Leto would freaking nail it. Come on.
Yeah, just to clear something up, Venom did not make $1 billion. It only made $855 million.
Still pretty good.
What was the budget, though? What was the budget?
Are you guys looking forward to the?
I don't know what the budget was. I was just saying it wasn't. It didn't make $1 billion.
What I'm saying, it was like a sleeper hit because there's drama. Because they at that time when it came out, they were all promoting The Star Was Born, right? And so that's what I'm like.
Yeah, Venom would be great. I thought it was a good
came
movie.
Came Star Is Born around that same time?
Yeah, it came the same weekend. Everyone was pushing it.
Matt Jarbo's not joining tonight. I don't know why. He might be busy.
I have to agree with Movie Blocks that Deadpool would probably be the best character to start off with the crossover because of who he is and how
I'd like him to show him up in the Suicide Squad.
But I wonder how they could do that because I think the universes are different. But I would be curious to see how they'd introduce DC and Marvel.
They have to bring down Superman.
I wouldn't want Deadpool
with the multiverse. They could do whatever they wanted.
They have to power down Superman in the MCU.
Nick brings up a good point. Like the multiverse, like you could literally do anything you wanted. Literally.
Well, you know what they could do is because they technically have a multiverse, but they're calling it a time thing, like a different time thing.
Thank you, Zeno. You're working hard tonight.
They could probably
it.
combine
Thank you,
like a
Zeno, for that.
multiverse and a time thing where things happen. But that'd be kind of interesting to see if they could, how they would bring Marvel and DC together. And DC, that would be really like groundbreaking.
I don't think Marvel needs this. They have their own stuff to focus on.
Well, you talk about Snyder fans freaking out. That would be.
Oh, dude, they blew their mind.
D-Day. We're getting Justice League 2, and we're getting a crossover with Marvel. We knew it. We knew you brought in James Gunn.
Quick question for dude's thoughts. You said that they have a Avengers versus Justice League. How did they do that though? If you read it, like how did they have those two character, like how do they have them cross over? Like how did it get to that point where it reversed?
I never read that, but I did read the Marvel versus DC, and it was awesome.
So here's the thing. Who would do Marvel versus? Who would win that? Because if it was Disney would make sure the Marvel side wins. If it was Warner Bros., they would make sure the Justice League wins. You know, so they have to come to some agreement. Like what's the outcome would be.
I think it would have to be more so like a fair assessment, right? Like a parallel time, because this ultimately is a different universe. So like, look at, I know like people like to poke fun at like Loki. Oh, that's so horrible, but for the Infinity Stones. But realize Superman with the red sun doesn't exist that way. So in Loki, they established the fact that when these stones are in different universes, they don't work the same way.
Cool. Well, feel free to say your opinion, but cool it with that thing, please. We respect Saggy here. I don't want to, please chill out.
Yeah, man, come on.
Yeah, what's going on here? Oh, sorry.
I think he's trying to be joking, but he keeps bringing up the same joke. If you keep bringing up the same one, it's not.
It gets it gets to a point where it's not a joke anymore.
Right. We appreciate Saggy on this channel for sure. She's going to go farther than I am. So
listen, leave Nick's tits alone, okay? Leave his breasts alone.
Yeah.
Well, it could be mine
only
too.
for Saggy's eyes only.
It could be mine too. I am getting a little sleepy. I'm doing more movie talk than exercising, so the struggle is real. So according to Geekosity, Spider-Man No Way Home trailer date leak. So apparently from Geekosity and Lords of the Long Box YouTube, the trailer will be on Monday, August 23rd and where's Andrew Casale?
Where has he been?
Can we just hurry up and get this movie, please? This is killing me. This is like what?
Well,
I was gonna say, there's not many movies I really, really, really look forward to, but like this one, I really am looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
The only one I'm
just
looking
more
forward
curious to see what they're going to do with it.
Well, Longa, you could pop on if you'd like. We'll have
to
a
be
real
honest,
party.
the only one I'm looking forward to is freaking Doctor Strange. That's it. His movie seems more compelling to me than any.
I'm really disappointed with all the people hating on Shang-Chi.
I'm looking off all of them because
saying it doesn't look great. It looks amazing.
I don't hate on anyone, but
I'm not saying it doesn't look great. I just
Doctor
have
Strange,
no interest in the characters.
like this is gonna fix everything.
I'm looking forward to all of them because I'm gonna see how they all tie in the future.
Well, Wanda painted this picture for all of us, and this is its continuation.
God,
so
Wanda
that's
was
why I'm
terrible.
so far interested.
Oh
yeah, I'm not saying it was the best, man, but look, man, it painted something they had to fix.
Okay,
right?
so Monday is Lunga's birthday. Have a great one, dude.
Happy early birthday, Lunga.
Yeah, I hope you get your trailer that you're wanting. So definitely go. Hey, if anyone wants, it'd be really funny if Zeno pimped Lunga's channel for his birthday activities on Monday. Go check him out. Give him some support. Yeah.
Who?
Lunga. You don't know Lunga? Oh, you forgot him already. You're too big now.
No, I don't know who. I haven't seen a Lunga in like.
Oh no! Now you're asking. You're asking
who that is.
Pop in. Yes, Shang-Chi is going to be the best. I listen. I understand the argument about overly hyping movies, but I just think from everything I've seen, I think they're being genuine. Oh yes, cast graphics. Saggy is awesome. Love her fire. All right. Yeah,
Thank you.
we love Saggy Melons here.
I got haters though. It's okay.
I told her
you don't stream on
I-
Mondays, neither do I.
I
Okay.
told her I love your saggy melons.
That was friggin' hilarious.
I saw that. Yes.
That was the funniest thing ever.
Instead of
That
I
was a
love
fr-
you saggy
No,
melons,
that was a
I
Freudian
put tight,
slip.
I love your
do-
saggy melons.
You do actually.
Oh,
hey,
now you don't know who I am, huh?
Oh, God.
Y'all monetize? You don't know who I am anymore now?
That's how it
Ray?
works. Yes.
Is that how it is? Is
Meeting. Oh my God.
Call her
that how it is, Ray?
Whose
Saggy,
man's
Saggy.
is this? Whose man's
Is
is
that how it
this?
is, Ray? Is that how it is? Is that how it
God,
is?
somebody gotta get their man's. That's loud. Wow.
All right, it's
Well-
okay, it's okay, it's okay. I got them DMs. I'll leak them. It's all right.
Oh no! Don't leak the DMs.
One was like, I'll make shit known.
What's
I'll
up,
make
old-
shit.
what's
I'll
up,
make
old
shit
man?
up.
What's up, old man? I heard your birthday's coming up, old man. How are ya?
Yeah, 47, bro. 47 on Monday.
Wow.
God.
Nice.
Congrats
Thank you.
congrats to you and Marie. I know you're a great couple, great family. Send Marie our love too.
I will.
We miss Marie. We're actually going to have a ladies of movie talk in the future, and I'd love to get Marie in on that.
I mean, people don't realize this because they don't watch our D&D stream as much. It's mostly just a few people that like watching it. But Marie's has been doing she's on the D&D stream every week.
I
for the
do.
last 8 months.
I do know that. It's just I'm not really. I respect that you do that. I'm just not into D&D, so I don't watch that show.
I moved it over to Twitch anyway. For
Everybody
that's
talk
great.
about D&D this week. People
No,
just
it's
are like, "Oh, let's
growing.
do D&D." I'm like,
It's
what?
more
Is that
popular
coming
than
back?
ever.
Is it coming back or something?
I know nothing.
It never
about
left,
D&D.
Saggy. It never left. Okay.
No, but it's more.
But you know what
popular
did
now.
leave Saggy and no one gives a shit about? Power Rangers. That's what left Saggy. and no one cares
Oh
about.
no! Don't do that. There's a lot of Power Ranger fans.
There's still Power Ranger fans out
Oh!
there.
Oh wait, sorry, I hit the wrong thing. He still had to throw something in there.
What?
He was getting any go the Gray Council. He's pimping your channel though.
Did hell just freeze over?
But he had to throw a little jab in there too. He doesn't get any younger, so go over.
Did hell just freeze over? I just need
No,
to know.
it's really weird. Zeno's been asking for longer. He's like, oh wow, he's all cast graphics. Also says Longa is fire. All right, cool.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Before you and me had our little falling out,
Mhm.
okay? A lot of people said that shit. Just because you and me got in a little tiff,
A little spat.
suddenly it's like, suddenly it's, oh no, we don't like him. He's this. It's like, bitches, you liked me before. Shut up.
Okay.
Don't even.
No, I really he does good work. He's successful with this comic, and I'm also really intrigued with his the work he does with the Mandalorian helmets and stuff. I see all this stuff on Twitter. I'm like, wow, he's gotten really good.
He just finished it
Bro, I put that whole thing on. I don't know how you wear that mask. It's so fucking hot.
Well, this is
fucking hot wearing that whole outfit.
This isn't a full mask. This one. That's why I wear a hood. You know.
I showed my daughter the pictures, and she's like, put a little fan in there. There ain't no room in the helmet for the fan.
No.
Max has hair.
Yeah.
No, when I did my Bender costume, that whole costume was hot as hell, and I realized, like, yeah, you got to find a way to, like, put some kind of, like cooling thing system in there, because, man, I was dying. I could wear it, like, for maybe a half an hour to 45 minutes max before I had to take it off and take a break. And, yeah, next time I do a costume like that, I'm going to put, like, a fan or something in there.
They do say that cosplay is self-torture. That's what cosplay is.
It really is. But a Mandalorian costume, it looks good, but yeah, I can't imagine the actors wearing those costumes all the time.
I do also want to show Geek Studios. He's also getting close to 1K. Go show him some support.
Hey,
he's doing an appreciation stream for RJ, and that's something I want to support.
What is all this appreciation shit streams? What is this?
It started with Saggy, the one that you popped in on.
Of course it started with Saggy.
No, but
what the
you
hell?
You too, Longa. When I was taking my break from YouTube and you said come
that was
back.
different. That was different.
So that's an appreciation.
I agree.
And then I was like,
different.
wow, this is great. This is like a party.
These people didn't go nowhere. You were leaving.
No, I was honestly thinking about leaving. Yes.
Exactly. There's a difference.
Okay.
Now it's just a circle jerk. What are we doing here? Come on.
Yeah, well, you're next.
First of all, I don't know why you're kink shaming a circle
Let's
jerk.
shout out Phil at
People,
TMT for being in
my
the
members.
chat.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Phil TMT is awesome. But also Longa, my viewers will like it. They've been appreciating it. They actually
like anything you do.
Well, I mean, is that are they wrong?
No comment.
No, but I've getting requests for other ones. We want to do appreciation. Like Rhea is a producer of the show, and she's put in requests for hers. And then we're also trying to bring Binge Buddies back.
Well, I like Rhea. Rhea's cool people. Geek Studios cool people too.
Right. I canceled my weekend trip. I'm like, there's just too much going on. I'll be honest, it wasn't because of the stream, but now I can participate, so I'm happy.
Yeah. Geek Studio stops in my stream and says, "Hey." Rhea stops in.
Yeah.
You even stop in, Max. You know who doesn't, Max? You know who doesn't, Max?
I know
this hoe over here.
Oh, wow.
First of all, I haven't. You haven't. Haven't seen you streaming. I haven't been getting notifications. Sorry.
That's who doesn't come in. It's okay.
Yellow seen me.
You're big time now.
No, Yellow seen me. No, Yellow seen me.
Yellow seen you because you got the hots for Yellow. You be chasing him around.
He is a good-looking dude.
That's
like
true,
a stray dog. Like a
no,
stray dog.
because I went on. No, because he's making friends with people I made friends with, and our networks are connecting. And I saw him on Enzo's stream, and I was.
Well, he's making friends. Bitch, I'm there too. What the hell are you talking about?
I haven't seen you
making
in
friends.
I haven't seen you in weeks, sir. I figured you were
not
busy.
weeks. No. I was on there just this Sunday.
Wow, look how well Xeno's really becoming a great mod.
It's okay. I was on there this Sunday. We did a what if roundtable on Sunday on Enzo's channel. What the hell are you talking about, Saggy?
Then I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
I was just on Enzo's channel.
Swami Ills, you're thinking about leaving the stream?
Swami.
Oh no, no one's doing a Joe Biden appreciation, especially not after the withdrawal from Afghanistan.
I table flipped when I saw a Jarbo appreciation stream. I'm like, this is it. That's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line.
I know. I thought about inviting you. I'm like, not a good idea.
No.
Lunga had the best take on Jarbo.
Okay, this is a Jarbo hate stream now. Okay, go ahead.
Lunga had the best take on Jarbo where he called Jarbo out and was like, dude, you literally like wait in the weeds and just wait for shit to pop up so you can hurry and jump on and cover it, which is 100% accurate. Like Jarbo or not, Lunga was 100% on that.
Okay. Not a lot of Jarbo fans here.
No. Fuck Jarbo. Now I will say this. He did say that he did owe us an apology, and I'll give him respect for that. And I will say that I don't disagree with every single one of his takes. But a broken clock.
No one can disagree with everything everyone says. I mean, people are going to say something you agree with.
Listen, I think at the end of the day, people have more in common than they have difference. It's that one thing that's different that makes it like, nope, you can't do it.
Stop it.
You know what makes things? Here's the thing, Saggy. Well, I get that. Like here. Me and Max. Let me give you an example. Me and Max had a falling out. It's not that we didn't get along or didn't like each other, because we did. Okay. There's just some people that just rub you the wrong way, and you just don't like them, and you'll never like them. I mean, that's
true.
That's just how it is, man.
I like most people.
Listen, in my perfect little world, everybody's gonna get along.
And I don't hate Jeremy either. I just hate the things he does. I've told Nick about that. I just can't.
I never hated Jeremy. I just think he's dumb, and a lot of people are dumb. That's my thing. People are dumb. That's all. It's okay to be dumb. You know why it's okay to be dumb? Because you can always learn. You can always get better.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I like Nick. That's all I need to.
Everyone likes.
Oh, thanks.
I like Nick and Coach. I like Echo Base, and I don't care about any other crap. Those I like who I like.
The memes of destruction.
And I will beat you all up if you come at.
How
Echo
dare
Base
you?
Network.
Don't you know you're not allowed to disagree on the internet and be friends?
Yeah, I got timed out on here the other night, but it was by accident.
No, that was Rel. Rel slips on the. He watches on his phone.
I did that too the other night on somebody's stream. I was trying to time out a troll, and I accidentally timed out somebody else, and I was like, no.
So about restoring the Snyderverse.
Oh my god. Okay, goodbye. Thank you for having me.
No, I'm just
don't
shut
ask
up.
me.
No. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her because she's a Jarbo Junior. Because the moment some people are talking about it, Snyderverse is all over her channel for a week. Shut up, Ray.
I haven't talked about Snyderverse stuff in a hot minute. You shut your
once you check them analytics and you see it's hot, you see it's trending. Bam! There's a saggy Snyderverse video.
Well, Longa, what's your thoughts on this? Is there a silver lining from the DCU failing so far that potentially it might be in a position like Spider-Man was? They might consider the crossover. Like if the DCU was extremely successful, they might not consider it. But
I don't consider the DCU failing all the time. What I do see is they lack a plan. Okay, that's what they lack. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Snyder. I don't care if it's JJ. I don't care who it is.
Just order the Bosch-verse.
Just make a fucking plan. That's all. That's all, man. Just make a plan.
Yeah, I agree.
So Longa, I have a question.
So you don't think this will ever happen? Never say never. Kevin Feige says.
The Marvel DC crossovers are dumb. I never liked them in the comic books.
Okay.
I always hated the.
You know, some Snyderverse Karens are gonna flip, and I love Snyderverse, but they're gonna flip out if this happens and they don't get Justice League.
They flip out
just
about
too much.
everything.
It's too much to deal with. It's like overload.
Yeah.
Like. It's too much. I mean, the Avengers, with Endgame and all that. I mean, they had to squeeze everybody in there at the end to get everybody in. But can you imagine having what they had to squeeze in at the very end is like the normal group of people, and multiply that by like 2 or 3. It would be a huge clusterfuck.
They couldn't get Superman in the Shazam and credits. Okay, so let's just start there first.
Are you the Tiger King, Nick? There's some accusations here.
Nick sounds like.
By the way, cool guy.
Oh, no.
Props for the Mordecai icon.
Look, I have a question for you.
Another question?
Yes.
The answer is no. It's been no for a long time, Saggy. So
that is not what I was gonna. I don't even know what that was referencing, but What do you think of Max's new segment here, the Friday Night Whites?
I think we're gonna end the show.
Same shit I told him like a year ago.
I do. That's why I was surprised you were in the chat. But I'm not doing it every day, though. This is just once a week.
I'm not doing it every day. It's just a once a week meeting.
Just once a week.
I don't.
Once a week dedicated to other YouTubers. Aside from the 2 or 3 other videos a week I do about other YouTubers.
Yeah, the YouTube.
I don't see anything problem with it. I
Okay,
absolutely do not. Because I'm mixed Native American and no one gives a shit about Native Americans, so I'll leave it at that. No one does.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't talk about it, so don't talk about it.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
I talk about it every representation. 1/3. I want my representation. I don't give a shit. Don't complain about it.
We need to be like 1/4 Garrett.
Tim, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I made it a point. Every Thanksgiving, I talk about some kind of like when I was on Facebook. Every Thanksgiving, I wouldn't celebrate. I would just bring up like a history about Indians.
Saggy, you know what I mean? It's a parody. Well, I'm not that
Indian,
serious
Saggy.
about.
I know I misspoke because I'm tired.
No, it's not a parody. Like I feel like we're all taking it like too hyper seriously, right? Like, daddy, chill, right? Just calm down, right? I feel like society is getting so like tone deaf, and they don't even want to take a moment just to smile, right? Smile for a second, right?
Yeah, I want to make people Friday Night Lights.
Can you smile for us?
Yeah.
I am smiling.
I love how Nick got on cam for a second, and I was all excited, and then he got off cam.
No, off cam. I'll smile for anyone.
Oh, so somebody was like, "Is that Tiger King or something?" And I was like, just showing myself to be like, "Yeah, I'm not that guy."
If you were, I was gonna question. Did Carol Baskin really? Carol Baskin.
Yeah, fuck Carol Baskin.
Oh, they're complaining about. They are complaining about He-Man again. The new.
The new one is.
God, that new one looks terrible.
But it is for kids.
I know. I'm probably in the minority. I know Max likes it, but listen, I loved Revelations. I thought it was spectacular.
Yes.
I thought it was great.
No, I loved it.
I thought it was great. Listen, Ho, you're gonna have to start paying me if you're gonna do that. Okay. I'm gonna listen. First of all, you do know Dark Daddy LLC is actually an LLC, right? Right. I have an LLC, legit. It's called Dark Daddy LLC.
Oh, that would be awesome, cool guy. We can make that happen probably with get Enosh involved.
Junkman has been on our stream before.
Oh, okay, cool.
And Coach has done a stream with him over on his channel.
Awesome. I didn't know Coach had his own channel.
Well, his no
Echo Base Network.
No.
Well, yeah, Jedi Coach's Jedi Archives. He just does audiobook stuff over there.
Oh, okay. All right.
He just does audiobook stuff. He just changed it to Coach's Jedi Archives because he had it Coach's Jedi ASMR, and he started. I was like, dude, that's like a sex thing, man. Like chicks do that, and so he was like, no, it's not. It's not a sex thing. Then he started getting all kinds of weird messages, and then got rid of the ASMR.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, yeah,
So Coach OnlyFans when?
yeah.
Well, what's your thoughts? Oh, we want to talk about OnlyFans again? What's your thoughts on that?
That topic is so dry. But I just saw on Twitter that Tyga, and I don't think it's gonna happen because it's a rapper. But you're dumb. You're so dumb. I love it.
Because, guy, you gotta understand, I'm from Boston.
Oh,
are you in Boston?
I am, but hey, my name is Logan.
I'm actually
Gotta hoe it
I'm
up in
actually
Harvard Yard.
I'm
Wait,
actually
hold
gonna
on.
be up there in like 2 weeks.
No, sir. Wait.
James, you have a channel for everything. What the hell?
Message
real,
me.
for
We'll
real.
meet up. I'll take you out
All
and
right.
get bubble tea.
All right.
Yay! I'm gonna meet
That
my
bubble
best.
tea gives you the bubble guts, yo.
That's messed up. But no, I heard. So back to the OnlyFans. Apparently, Tyga, the rapper Tyga, is trying to make an alternative to OnlyFans. I don't. That's just what was reported. He's talking about making another platform for that, which is sure. I don't think he's gonna do it though. We all know these some of these rappers, like the old school rappers, they are entrepreneurs. So
Did he really buy? Did what's his name really buy Atari?
No. That's not what happened. What happened with Atari is he had a deal. They signed a deal with him, and I think part of that deal was to give him some shares into the company, and he took that as he now owned the company. And they were like, no, you don't own the company. You own you're a shareholder. You could be a shareholder, but you don't own the company.
I was just having images of OEB Pete trying to get to him for an exclusive for the VCS.
No, and then that deal's probably done because after they corrected the record, he went on this huge tirade, rant, stupid about, I'm Soldier Boy, I make a lot of money. If that Soldier Boy console making money, it's gonna make $140 million. I'm Soldier Boy.
Now that's a scam, not the Amico.
I used to play Nintendo, and I like Nintendo and Sega, and I'm like, yeah, and you try to steal from Nintendo, they're not gonna do any deals with you if that's the case. And why'd you go to the Atari instead of Nintendo? But yeah, Soldier Boy's an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see Titans manga?
Yes, I watched episode 3. I haven't seen episode 4 yet. I love it.
Oh, I didn't see
Love it.
See,
Yes.
I told you need to watch that.
Love it.
Are you caught up?
No, I'm still getting.
Oh,
through
that's that's low.
It's 3 seasons.
He's not wrong though either. I don't think he's wrong, but
That's actually true because my back has been killing me for last week.
Right,
so
right. It's not a
I know
deal.
I have the
It's just
same problem.
It's just reality. It's just
Yeah.
reality.
I have the problem. No, that all right.
Okay.
So I do want to watch I haven't seen episode 4 yet either. What if season
Episode
or episode?
sucked.
I didn't like it. I still enjoyed it, but it just wasn't. I just didn't.
way too crazy.
I don't think it's superly bad, but the thing that drove me the most crazy was Thanos. How they nerfed that dude. Like
Dude,
literally,
how is his people beating him up?
I know, right? Yeah, dude, they nerfed him, right?
Well, Zeno really likes Titans, and he was not optimistic towards it at the beginning, so he's a convert.
I wasn't either, but it is really good. The more you get into it, like I can understand the first few episodes are like setting up the story, the plot, the characters, but it's done in a way that's not like boring for me. Like I don't feel like I have to sit through this and like feel like, oh god, now I have to sit through this again.
Bork says rappers are flakes. Remember Ja Rule?
I watched that whole.
Oh my god!
I watched that whole Netflix thing on that Firefest. Oh my god, that was a cluster.
Oh, that was awful. I don't know why. See, what it is there's some rappers who are no longer really relevant, like Ja Rule and Soulja Boy. Like Ja Rule, to his credit, he was popping in the 90s and the early 2000s, but after that, he
they're
fell
moguls
off.
now. They're moguls now, Ray.
And then
they're
Soulja
moguls.
Boy
They're
had
moguls.
Soulja Boy had one hit. And now he's like, oh, I'm making bank. It's like, bro, I heard Soulja Boy filed for bankruptcy because he wasn't paying his taxes.
I know, right?
So
They all think they're Jay-Z, or they want to be Jay-Z, but they're not.
Oh, I love it. I love it when every rapper is like, I'm the hottest rapper of all times. It's like, excuse me? So we're just going to ignore, like, the greats like Tupac, Biggie.
Oh.
Lil Wayne.
Speaking of Matt Jarbo, his show's live.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I'm late for
I
it.
saw he was live.
Who cares?
Okay.
I might want
Yeah.
to pop over.
Yeah,
No,
I'm with Lunga.
Okay, all right, I'll
Okay.
stay here. Well, I mean, we are over 2 hours too. So what are you? We can.
He's
maybe
not
end
having Mikey Sutton on. Okay, he canceled. Okay,
no,
so don't get all excited to go over there for Mikey
Cool.
Sutton.
Good decision, Mikey.
Mikey.
What are you guys looking forward to?
Top Gun 2.
Oh yes.
Oh, they're coming out with another Top Gun?
Are you
It was supposed to
serious?
come out last July.
Are you serious?
Right, you know, Saggy, if you actually like did actual real videos on shit instead of following drama, you'd know.
She is gonna succeed in the drama. She's nuanced.
Hey,
She has
I
great
am not
takes.
taking that name. No, we're now we're throwing down now, Ray. We're gonna throw down now.
What are you talking about?
You want a box? You want a
What?
box, Ray? You want a box?
No.
We're losing viewers.
What happened?
Box.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you getting so mad?
We're gonna box. It's
What
okay.
happened? Why?
I haven't heard this from the council. I haven't heard anything about this, so I don't know. Our small PP.
The way he said that was.
Oh, jeez.
I haven't heard this accusation. This is the first time. I will investigate.
Whoa, Max. Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa, Max.
No, I will not. Never mind. I will not investigate. I've streamed too long. I'm saying weird
You
shit.
want to investigate Longest PP?
No, I do not.
You know, I'm gonna
Cancel
follow up
Did
on what Nick
did she say
said,
PP?
Oh shit, we lost Max.
I will see if
Max,
there's any other
the name
I will
war is
not
escalating,
investigate.
Max.
I will not investigate personally.
Max, the name war is escalating. Okay, it's escalating.
All right. Oh, whoa. Thank you.
Okay.
whoa.
Okay.
But I start it for your channel. I put stars
Okay.
there. I put
Thank
stars
you.
there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What else is? Oh, that's the other movie that came out today. I think it came out today on HBO Max, Reminiscence, or something like that, with Hugh Jackman. Is anyone interested in that? No. Okay. End of the show. I'm trying to do a mil-
no.
I'm trying to do a movie topic.
I actually did notice that was up on HBO Max. I actually gonna watch it.
Yeah, because it's a day and date release again. It's in theaters and on HBO Max, and I want to see what Hugh Jackman's got. It seems a little sci-fi. Seems a little bit of action, possibly. There's some other stuff I've missed on HBO Max. I gotta check out. And
I am excited for the 5 days from now or 4 days from now. The Disney Plus Mando behind the scenes of Chapter 16 is coming out with the return of Luke Skywalker.
Woman. Swear to God, we throwing down. Bro, by the way, people don't know me and Ray are actually friends. But okay,
you would do good there, Longa. I think you would do
It's going
good.
down. It's going down. It's going down.
I think no. I'm gonna have to side with Nick. Like I'm pretty excited about these coming out. As far as that, I mean, it looks pretty exciting. And then also, the film with Ryan Reynolds looks pretty exciting. No one's really talking.
I am
about
losing
it. It's just
subs
like
by the minute with my decisions for topics.
Subs or
Yes.
views?
No, I stopped hiding my subs. I was at 4,880, and then I started making more content. Now I'm down to 4,810.
So the more content you make, the less subs, the more
Yes.
subs you lose.
Yes, winning.
Is that how it works?
Well, for me, I mean that's another part of the reason. Whoa! Wow.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's how it happens on my channel. That's I mean, the only comparison I could give you is Jarbo. That's the other person that makes content and loses subs, and I'm losing viewers. So I think we should wrap it up. Thank you for everyone being on the panel. We'll talk a little bit off stream. Thank you for being a good sport, Nick. I appreciate you, Tim Possible. Aaron bounced. I don't know where Aaron went. I don't. For Nichols.
First of all, I charge at least a quarter. Okay, so just.
That's what she said.
And thank you for Saggy and Lunga for the entertainment. Thanks, Bradley. So bye, everyone. See you tomorrow, where it's not Friday Night Whites.
And real quick, Max. Tomorrow night we are having Ken Flint, the author of Heart of the Jedi book that was shut down by Disney as it was being sold on Amazon. It is an unofficial, unreleased book that was approved by George Lucas. I didn't know that part. Never released, and it got published on Amazon. Disney shut it down. He has a bunch of copies, and he's actually going to be giving away autographed copies. And this book actually takes place 1 year after Return of the Jedi.
Oh wow!
Yep, and it was
that's really. I'm very interested, himself. But I'm distracted by shenanigans here too. But no, that's great. That's great. No, that's great content, Nick. That's really supporting creators.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Good night. They can do this all night. I can't. You can't stop them. All right. Bye, everyone. No, go check out Nick. That's really good content.
Echo Base. They pop.
Go check out Tim.
Yeah.
Later, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.